to get that, you got to start with that. So this is a Rust-Oleum Farm and Equipment paint that you get at Tractor Supply, Massey Ferguson Gray, and it's more like an oil-based paint, which you want to use for an outside kind of weather product. This product, you're going to want to use a self-etching primer. This is a Duplicolor, just one we picked up at the local parts store. To do so with bare metal, we've got to scuff it to get all the surface rust off of it. So a good way to do it is to do it wet and scuff it, and also using a wax and grease remover prep all. And I like to use a Speedy Scat made by Transtar because it dries fast and it doesn't leave any kind of a residue behind it when you get done scuffing. And because if you leave any residue, it's like leaving a film in between of what you're trying to get your paint to stick to, which is the bare metal. We get it wiped dry, and we're ready to apply a self-etch primer, which kind of is a quick way to do it if you're doing a single stage, which you'll come over. You want to do a light coat, and as you put that on, it's going to be very transparent as you go to where your final coat looks like this. In which you give it about a 15-minute dry time. Let it flash off to where you can touch it with your fingers again and let all of the everything evaporate out of it so that it's ready to accept your next material. But you don't wait too long, because if you wait too long, then it's not going to be a wet on wet adhesion, which is what you're looking for in this simple single stage process. So once you've scuffed the raw metal and you've gotten all the rust off of it from here to here, and you get it wiped down and ready to go, you will then apply it to where it has that light green tinge to it, creating that etch for us to begin our next process. So it's no longer sticky to the touch, but yet it still has a little bit of tack to it, so it can accept the wet on wet adhesion. You always have to scuff stuff before you spray, because if you don't scuff, it won't stick.
So you want to do a nice light coat?
Ow! Yeah, that's my job. You just hold that. So you just want to do a nice little light spray job. And light coats is what you want. You don't want a heavy. A lot of light coats will wind up turning out better than a big heavy coat. You'll probably do 2 or 3 coats, waiting about that 15-minute interval in between coats to allow for good flash time, to allow those solvents out of the paint so it can start accepting that next coat again.
And then when you're done, it'll turn out looking something like this.